Welcome everyone to day 26 of Embracing Gratitude. Yes, we only have 4 more days left of cultivating our hearts with Thanksgiving, but it's not just for 30 days. This is a lifetime, it's a journey of gratitude, thanking Lord for everything, blessing Lord at all times, not just about 30 days, 60 days. This is a lifetime where we cultivate our hearts with Thanksgiving through faith. And so today is making sure that you water your actual plant properly. Anytime, especially in this stage, you do not water an actual seed properly, it does not grow. The root stone will not grow out of that actual seed. And so it's essential that we just don't water it one day, water it 2 days. This is something that you're going to have to water. What you're believing God for in this season, you have to water it with scripture. You have to make sure it has the proper sunlight, it's in the right environment. And right now, as you can see, it's not as sunny as it was yesterday. But this is not where you stop and you don't put on your praise music. This is not where you don't sit up there and thank God and everything. This is not where you don't consider the poor. This is a time where you continue to consider the poor. You continue to bless the Lord. You continue to put on worship. You continue to pray at all times, okay? Because even though it's not sunny, there's still rays that are coming through the clouds, and they're helping and nourishing the plants that you're actually trying to grow, that seed that you're trying to grow. When you put on worship music and you begin to pray, even though it's not sunny, understand that the sun is still shining. Just because there's clouds out right now of where I'm at doesn't mean the sun is not still shining. It is your job to make sure that you continue to pray. It is your job that you make sure you continue to worship so you can see your seed that you just planted this past week, that you just planted these last 3 days, begin to bear root. No, you're not going to see what you just planted today. No, you're not going to see it. I told you yesterday, what I just planted. You hear the dogs? When I just planted this tomato seed, I watered it. It is not dried out. It is not dried out. All right, come on, y'all. If I actually dig through this actual soil and I find the seed, there is no roots on the seed yet. Okay. It is my job to nourish this. It is my job to make sure it's in the proper environment. If I wanted to put it in the right environment. You're going to have to make sure that you water the soil in your heart. You water the seed that you're believing God for, knowing that just because you just prayed 2 days ago doesn't mean it's the actual leaf and the fruit come forth, but it's your job to connect with scriptures. But let me just break this down just a little bit more for you, okay? It is my job to nourish it. It is my job to make sure this is getting the proper sunlight, okay? But I don't have to do nothing when it comes down to making sure it's going to yield. I don't have to do nothing when it comes down to making sure it gives the increase. My job is to water it. My job is to make sure it's in the proper sunlight. My job is to protect it from pests. That's my job, okay? If I want to see the fruit and I want to eat of the fruit of this tomato, your job is to make sure you water it with scriptures, make sure you put on praise music, make sure you bless the Lord at all times, make sure you don't complain if you want to see the fruit of what you're believing God for. So today, as your homework assignment, go back to day 16 and read about faith. Know the names of God. Begin to remind God of who he is so you can see the manifestation of God in your life, okay? And then join me tomorrow for day 27 of Embracing Gratitude. We're wrapping this thing up. You don't want to miss it.